Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to number 2 of today's videos. This is actually number 2 of 3, and I've gone through my YouTube history and I've realised I've never actually talked about the James Franco situation regarding this whole AH and Johnny Depp thing. I've talked about him in fleeting, in like little videos like, oh yeah, he was there and all that kind of stuff. But I've never actually looked into it. And again, I want to thank Laura Backoff on Twitter. Guys, go and follow her. This is her Twitter address. Go and follow her. She's amazing. And I never talked about it, but so I thought I would. And again, it's thanks to Laura. She actually posted this in the thread that you'll see in the next video. And I was like, right, okay, this is interesting. Because for some unknown reason, James Franco wants his involvement kept private. Probably because of his history with this sort of thing. But it's very interesting to me because, well, why would he want it kept private? Does he actually know that she was lying? Is he like, oh God, here we go, they're dragging me into it now, all I did was get on an elevator with her? Or so we think. So this is coming from The Blast. James Franco wants his involvement in Johnny Depp and AH case kept quiet. This is actually last year, January. Johnny Depp AH is still battling out in court over allegations of all of this, but the other A-list actor subpoenaed in the case wants his involvement kept quiet. According to a legal letter obtained by The Blast, James Franco is asking that his deposition and any answers he gives about the ongoing case be sealed. Franco is asking that not only is the information kept private, but the fact that he is sitting for a deposition at all be kept from the public. Franco's attorney sent a letter to Johnny Depp's team saying that prior to him agreeing to appear for his deposition, he wanted documents put in place to protect any information he provides during questioning. James Franco, I want my testimony to be private. In fact, he is asking for a clause to be put in place so that if Depp or anyone leaks the transcripts, there would be financial damages. The letter begins, I'm checking with Mr. Franco regarding his availability during the week of January the 20th or February the 10th. Please let me know if any date during those weeks do not work for you. Please also provide me with an estimate regarding the time that each side will need to question him. It continues, prior to agreeing to appear, we request that a protective order, read confidentiality, be entered by the court that contains, among other provisions, the following. The transcript will not be used for any purpose other than the litigation. Any portion of the transcript is submitted to the court. It is submitted under seal. No party can discuss the fact that Mr. Franco's deposition is being or has been taken with any third party or anyone else, including the press. No party can discuss Mr. Franco's testimony and or the transcript with or show any portion of the transcript to a third party or anyone else, including the press. If any party violates confidential provisions, that party is responsible for liquidated damages, in an amount we can discuss. We broke the story. James Franco was seen with AH inside the couple's apartment building elevator just 24 hours after their blowout on May 21st, 2016. In surveillance video obtained by The Blast, Franco is seen entering the elevator and riding up to the penthouse level with AH, close to 11 o'clock on the night of May 22nd, 2016. In the video, AH can be seen keeping her face away from the camera, but is seen moving back towards Franco to speak to him. Both Franco and Heard exit the elevator on the penthouse floor where Johnny Depp's penthouse is located. We're told that Johnny Depp's legal team wants to question Franco about his interaction with her on the night in question. To start, they want to ask him under oath if she had any visible injuries when he saw her that night. As we reported, Johnny denies he'd done anything to her and claims to have multiple pieces of evidence she did not have any injuries until later in the week when filing for a restraining order against him, which we saw. And also, Keely Talk, she done a fantastic video where it shows, yeah, these are being done like this. Anyone can do them. But we've also got, information from AH's stylist and makeup person who said there was no marks on that person whatsoever. So someone's lying through their bumhole, and we all know who that is. So, at the time, AH's lawyer told the Blast Franco simply was riding the elevator at the same time as AH. He claimed Franco had an apartment in the same building, and it was just by chance that the two were in the same place at the same time. Obviously, Johnny Depp's lawyers don't believe the story and want to question James Franco about the situation. That's fair enough. It's unclear this time if Johnny Depp's team will agree to Franco's terms for taking the deposition or not. The case is due to go to trial later this year. But then obviously it went on and we saw everything that was going on with Johnny Depp's text messages with AH's parents, where they both they're on Johnny's side, which was just bizarre to say the least. Because everyone saw it, was like, well, if your daughter's going through all of this, you're going to stick with your daughter. But even the father and the mother are like, no, she's nuts. She's unhinged. Which goes to show something. So what we're going to take a quick look here now is, obviously, that was in January of last year. July of last year is when Sky News did their piece regarding it. Obviously, here in the UK last year, July into August is when the whole court case went. AH did not want Johnny Depp to know about James Franco's romantic scene. Kate James, Amber Heard's ex-assistant, gave details about her time working with the star during filming of the Ruddell Diaries. And it goes on to say that her former assistant, to conceal the fact she was filming a romantic scene with James Franco from her then partner Johnny Depp as an insurance policy, the High Court heard. So it goes on saying the actress asked her not to let Depp or his team know she was doing it. Miss James appeared as a witness on day 7 of Depp's libel action against the publishers of The Sun, following 2 estate managers who gave evidence. And it goes on, here are other key moments from the day. When you think about it, and you've got James Franco, who, he has a history of creepy behaviour in Hollywood. And you've had multiple people come out and say, he did this to us, he did that to us. You've got ex-cast members. You've got some people who are like, yeah, try and stay away from him in certain places. Because he used to do, I think he was like an acting teacher or something like that, or he built like this acting studio where he went there and he was going along, and some people come out and said, yeah, he was very creepy towards the women. And he was all touchy-feely. And when you got a few people coming out and saying that, it's like, right, okay, something has happened, something is going on there. We just need to find out what it is. This is the difference between one person saying something to multiple people that has had it done to them. Because, again, you've got Johnny Depp going back for decades. That's 40 years, guys. Where everyone's like, no, he's the nicest guy ever. He's the greatest guy ever. He's so generous. He loves everyone. He helped me. He helped me. He did everything for me. To someone like James Franco, who, again, he's only known really because of the Spider-Man films and him acting with Seth Rogen, who's turned into a bit of a dick. But even then, you got people, it's not even going back 3 decades or anything for him, and they're like, yeah, he's a little bit crazy. He's a little bit touchy-feely with a lot of people. So you got that kind of dynamic going for someone who hasn't been in the industry that long to someone who's been in it for nearly 50 years, and everyone's like, yeah, he's the greatest. And with Johnny Depp and, his team saying, all we want to do is talk to him, depose him, and this is what we want. But with James Franco saying, I want these demands, that demands, it's like, what is he afraid of? It's almost like he kind of knew if I go against Johnny Depp or something, that could be it. Or if I'm sticking up for Johnny Depp, people are not going to like me anymore because they think we stick together. So I could see why it was actually put in place now, yeah, come to think of it. But that's what we got, guys. We do have one more video today. So if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates. And I'll see each and every one of you soon.